Y'all know it's Lex, the best. My first time on YouTube live. Let's get into this Pluto and Aquarius. So everybody, Pluto will go into Aquarius in about 6 weeks from now. And Saturn will go into Pisces. Can you say major energetic shift? Think about it. You have one planet, Saturn, which is one of the main visible planets that we can see, going into a new part of the sky, which is Pisces. So, for the beautiful Saturn and Pisces generation, y'all about to have y'all Saturn return. So, I hope y'all feeling amazing. But Pluto is going to go into Aquarius in March. Now, why is this important? Aside from major shifts in the collective conscious and the collective unconscious, this is also going to bring new governments and also the absorption of some other governments into the new ones. Maybe by the end of this transit, the world map might look a little different. Now, I know that's a bit extreme, but that's essentially what we're talking about here. We're talking about a major shift in the world community because of Pluto and Aquarius. Now, we're going to get into this Saturn and Pisces, but we got to build on this Pluto and Aquarius. Now, look, if you watching this, make sure you pick up a copy of Astrostetics right now because this is the hottest book. You know, all of the astrologers love it. They keep regurgitating the information out of it. So, y'all, check this out. Pluto deals with darkness. Pluto deals with the unconscious. It deals with transformation, hidden power, wealth, the unconscious, dark tendencies, and triggers. Pluto is the last planet that was discovered. It was discovered in the 1930s and was recently downgraded to a dwarf planet. This does not negate Pluto's influence in the chart, though. Now, let me tell you why. In Astrostetics, we deal with Pluto on the collective generational level, meaning that we don't necessarily give Pluto a lot of credence in the personal chart. When you're dealing with a lot of these modern day new age astrologers, they're dealing with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and Juno, and all of these asteroids. But you really don't need to use a lot of them, right? Now, when we're dealing with Pluto in the generational sense, Pluto is very important. When you look at Pluto in Libra, Pluto went into Libra in the 1970s, right? And when Pluto went into Libra, you had a rise in the divorce rate. Massive amounts of people started getting divorced when Pluto was in Libra. Like you literally, that was one of the first videos I did on this channel. I'll repost it so y'all can see. But literally, the year Pluto went into Libra, right? There was a massive shift in how people dealt with relationships because Libra deals with relationships, right? So the year Pluto goes into Libra, the divorce rate spikes. How people deal with partnership, coming together, right? When Pluto goes into any air sign, this will cause a massive shift in the socialization factor. So with Pluto going into Aquarius, there's going to be a shift in the global community. Places, things like the United Nations, you know those factors that those government entities that are involved in like world affairs, like the United Nations and entities like that, a lot of those entities will undergo massive transformation. right? If you look at, now listen, it could be new government structure, because this is what Pluto does. When Pluto is in Pluto is in Capricorn right now, right? In 2020, Saturn met up with Pluto. So if you look at it, in the past 3 to 4 years, Pluto and Saturn been following each other around. Pluto and Saturn been following each other around town. And all of these factors created a massive shift in the governmental structure. Now, this transit with Saturn being in Aquarius, this is going to be the last time that that Mercury and Saturn meet up in Aquarius. This is going to be one of the last times, and this is going to happen in about 18 days from now, because Mercury just went into Aquarius. Make sure y'all check out the last video we did. But now Mercury is going to go further into Aquarius, and then it's going to meet up with Saturn, right? But now Saturn is about to go into Pisces. But Pluto and Saturn will both be in Aquarius, right? Now, what now I'm telling y'all, wait, actually, Saturn is going to go into Pisces in a couple weeks from now, and Pluto is going to go into Aquarius at the end of March, right? But what's going to happen is Pluto is actually going to go back into Capricorn, right, later this year, and then Pluto will continue and stay in Aquarius the beginning of next year. So we're going to have a Pluto retrograde after Pluto goes into Aquarius, right? Then Pluto is going to go back into Capricorn, right? So where Pluto is right now, this is where America has its natal Pluto. Why is this important? Because, y'all, when Pluto went into Capricorn in 1776, it went into Aquarius, right? And then we had the French Revolution, or one of those things, right? So think about it. America became a country in 1776, right? And Pluto was in Capricorn, where Pluto is right now. But after that, right, Pluto went into Aquarius maybe 5 years after that. So in the 1780s and in the 1790s, right, Pluto was in Aquarius. Now, this is important because Pluto, look, y'all, think about this. Y'all, think about this. And I appreciate all of y'all here. Y'all, look, we about to start going live a lot more. Y'all, stick with me for a second. Stick with me for a second. When America became a country, right? Could you imagine, like, how instead of 13 colonies, right, we ended up having now we have 50 states. So when Pluto goes into Aquarius, this causes a massive shift in the global power dynamic. And that is essentially what this transit is aiming towards, right? Now, think about it from this perspective. In the recent years, right, when Pluto went into any sign, it causes a subtle, slow shift as it goes throughout that sign. Now, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, all of the previous generations were like the technological guinea pigs, because we really only been using technology for about 20 years, right? Since the year 2000. But now when Pluto goes into Aquarius, this deals with the collective's ideology regarding technology. A lot of the technological advancements over the course of these next 10 to 12 years, they are going to be monumental. And technology is something that's already monumental, because remember, like 10, like 15 years ago, you couldn't even really go on the internet on your phone. Like the phones used to look mad crazy and weird on mobile. But now I'm doing a YouTube live on mobile. So technology advances at a very quick, powerful rate. Think about when you texting somebody or somebody is in your DMs. Y'all be getting to know each other very quick, right? Technology grants people the ability to make relationships at a faster rate. Now, when it comes to Pluto going into Aquarius, some of the dark tendencies and the hidden faculties of social media and technology will also be catapulted to the surface. And now, when we're dealing with Pluto, Pluto is like a mine, like a mine, right? Like a cave. When you look at Pluto being the darkness, when things rise to the surface, that's because something was being revealed, right? And this is what Pluto does. Pluto reveals things and it can bring light to the surface. So when Pluto brings information to the surface, this can cause a shift in the collective. And this is what Pluto does. Pluto in Aquarius will create a subtle shift in the global community. And this is what we're dealing with when we're talking about Pluto and Aquarius. So some countries might not even be countries at the end of this transit. Pluto also deals with absorption. You may have one social network. You see how, like, when Facebook buys out one network and they integrate their network with another network? That is what we're talking about here. We're talking about the extreme, because Aquarius also deals with radicals, right? Aquarius deals with rebellion and genius. Think about it. A lot of geniuses can sometimes be rebellious. Y'all, make sure y'all pick up Astrostetics right now. All right? Make sure y'all pick this book up. A lot of the times, geniuses can be seen as rebellious or out of this world or erratic. When Pluto goes into Aquarius, some of the erratic data around social media will come to the surface. And in conjunction with this, it's also going to be communities, right? The hidden unconscious mind of some of the communities, whether it be groups of people in a population or whether it be some big tech, right? And this is why during this transit, we will see massive shifts in big tech. And we're already seeing it. But remember, Mercury being in Aquarius and Saturn being in Aquarius, this is one of the last times that the Sun and Mercury will meet Saturn in Aquarius. So all of the initiatives that are being brought up right now concerning technology and global communities, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius will subtly address all of these transits. But when Pluto is there, it can create radical extreme shifts in a very dark, fast way, right? And this is what we saw in the 1530s. Now think about this, right? In the 1530s, Pluto was in Aquarius, but we wasn't aware of Pluto yet. Now, y'all, hold up. I'm reading out of Astrostetics right now. Check this out, y'all. Stick with me. Pluto, America has Pluto in the later degrees of Capricorn, right? America is 275 years old. This means America will have a Pluto return in 2022. Y'all, I remember I started working on this book in 2021. All right? So that's why it might sound like that. Now, Pluto is a dark and cold dwarf planet near the Kuiper belt. Pluto deals with confinement and what we value in the dark. Pluto in the chart shows our dark tendencies and the unconscious tendencies of the collective. This is why Pluto rules the 8th house and Scorpio. Pluto reveals the hidden, what we confide, and it can also represent your hidden abundant abilities. Pluto has a dark reputation, so in Astrostetics, we brighten it up a little bit. That's why Pluto needs love too. Pluto is the transformer. Y'all, I'm reading all of this out of Astrostetics. All right? Don't think I'm just making this up out of nowhere. All right? Make sure y'all pick this book up. Pluto deals with transforming, and it deals with healing, destruction, and magnetic tendencies of others, and the unconscious tendencies of others. So Pluto can also deal with the things that we need from others, but we may not even be 100% aware and conscious that our energy wants that. This is why Pluto is very subtle, right? And it has all of these mysterious undertones. In Astrostetics, we call Pluto the creep of the zodiac, right? Pluto got demoted to a dwarf planet. Oh, hold up, y'all. Let me. Oh, I read that just now, right? Pluto is a dark and cold dwarf planet near the Kuiper belt. The Kuiper belt is beyond the orbit of Neptune. So the astronomers say that Pluto is really a member of the Kuiper belt, right? And so now we really got Mercury, Venus, the Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune as the main luminaries in our solar system. Now, this is important because this shows that Pluto deals with right? The secrets, the unconscious, what we are not aware of. But the things that you're not aware of, just because a tree falls in the forest, that tree is still a part of an ecosystem. So that tree falling may not affect you because you might just drive past it every day. But that tree falling does affect the birds that was taking poops in it. Right? So the birds that was taking poops in that tree are affected by that tree no longer being there. But this, with Pluto being in Aquarius, it will show us the unconscious needs of the collective body of people. And Aquarius deals with the people. And this is why in the last video we did, we spoke about Aquarius dealing with the community, right? The community. When you commune with one person, you're in community with them, and then you communicate. The people that you're in commune with, when you communicate with them, you're building a community. And is that not what social media is? Social media deals with a communal body of people, a network, right? A network, a net of people working together. So this is why when Pluto goes into Aquarius, we could see a radical shift in the collective body of people, right? And this can look like certain countries, certain nations, even when it comes to business, certain networks getting may get taken over by others. This could be coup d'etats. You know, coup d'etats. That's like, excuse me, excuse me. A coup d'etat is when like a group of people might rush a political body, right? So when the people get pissed off, remember Aquarius is the people, right? When groups of people get pissed off and the rebels, right? The rebellious ones decide to create a shockwave. Remember, in our last video, one of the key words for Aquarius is a shockwave. And you're only going to find that in Astrostetics, by the way, right? This creates a shockwave because groups of people mobilize together. And look, with Saturn being in Aquarius, you have the regulation of the internet, right? People like Byron Daniels, and some other lawmakers in Congress, they just had Twitter on fire. They put some fire under the Twitter bird's butt, right? And the unison between authorities being Saturn and the social networks like Facebook, Twitter, right? How does that affect the purpose of the communities? So this can lead to massive adjustments and shifts with the social atmosphere of the collective, right? And it's very important that you pay attention to what happens in politics, what happens with global networks, and even with your social group of people. The way you deal with your friends, the way you deal with people that you communicate with, y'all, the metaverse, y'all, during Pluto and Aquarius, Web 3.0, Web 4.0, right? Y'all see, Pluto and Aquarius will bring all of these things to the surface. But now when Saturn is in Aquarius, you're going to have the regulation, right? You're going to see little bits of what regulation of the internet may look like. And this is something that's 100% extremely important because this deals with finances. We have Uranus and Taurus. How are you going to assimilate into a financial space with the metaverse? Is that even a question? Y'all don't see how they're getting technology involved with food processing? I mean, you low-key can't process food without technology, but you might have a robot cutting your meat, right? You might have a robot getting busy in the chicken house. Like, eh, eh, eh. Like, yo, could y'all imagine that kind of stuff? Even 3D printed meat. All of these things are byproducts of Uranus being in Taurus and Saturn being in Aquarius, right? And that's what's going on. Remember, in Astrostetics, we pay attention to these planets on a generational level, right? And when this happens, you gotta look around. How are these massive shifts in the heavens gonna impact humanity on Earth. And one of the effects of this that we're seeing is the rise of social media becoming a more naturally necessary aspect of our reality. And it's finding your purpose. My fault, yeah, I accidentally hit the phone. A part of this is finding your purpose amongst your friends, finding your purpose amongst your community of people, the people that want to naturally tap in with you and they rock with your innovative sense of genius. How can you acquire a divine sense of purpose in your networking space? How can you work with your friends and be the most innovative aspect of who you are? Right? That's what this transit is showing us. All right. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I think I'm gonna start going on YouTube Live a lot more. You know, YouTube is loving me. I don't know what to say. But y'all, make sure y'all pick up a copy of Astrostetics right now. All right? This is the best astrology book. All of the astrologers are loving it. It's like their manual. You know, if you want to get into astrology, pick up this book. If you are curious about astrology, you want to pick up this book. And look, you're gonna get a little curious. Yeah, think about Pluto, right? When we're dealing with the eighth house and an aspect of the third house. This deals with curiosity, right? This is the also Scorpio. Scorpios are very curious when it comes to secrets, right? Privacy. People can get curious about others' sense of privacy, right? And with Pluto, this deals with the gems. When you go into a cave, you can find diamonds in there. You can find amethyst. You can find amethyst. You could find quartz. You could find tourmaline, diamonds, platinum, right? But you gotta go into that cave first. You gotta get a little curious. So your curiosity can lead you to gold, right? And that's why Pluto being on the outside of our solar system, it's very important that we pay attention to these little subtleties in our reality, because those little subtleties can allow you to uncover the gems. All right? So, y'all, make sure y'all pick up Astrostetics, all right? And y'all, I'm about to start coming on YouTube Live a lot more often. You know, like I just be wanting to sometimes just go in because these transits be hitting. So y'all can expect we gonna be on here a lot more often now. And if there's anything that y'all want me to build on, whether it be in an astrological sense, even anything else, always let me know. You know, cause I love what I do. All right, I love what I do. But y'all, make sure y'all pick up Astrostetics, all right? And this is the hottest astrology book. It's 500 pages. It tells you everything you need to know about astrology. I'm going to put the book in the book description, in the description below. And I'm going to read the description of the book to you right now. Ready to begin your astrological journey? Astrostetics is widely recognized as the astrology of the new millennium. This quantum masterpiece creates a solid framework of understanding for astrology, symbology, numerology, quantum physics, and the subconscious. Your astrological knowledge will expand within your first 20 minutes of reading, guaranteed. Learn astrology at your own pace. Natal chart reading, relationships, astronomy, tropical astrology, a little bit of Vedic astrology, mathematics, aspects, financial astrology, and many more topics are covered in this system. No more head scratching when looking at natal charts. Look to the stars and look within. Finesse your astrological journey today. Some features are natal chart reading, quantum physics, art and creativity, astronumerology, hip hop, creative interpretations, geology, relationships, cosmology, spirituality, and financial astrology. And y'all listen, this book is 500 pages. Like, look, I'm serious, man. Look at it. 500 pages, y'all. There's no other astrology book on the market like this. All right? All of them astrologers that you be like, yo, like, that sound like something Lex would say. Y'all know they all on the YouTube, right? Some of them, but y'all make sure y'all pick up a copy of Astrostetics, all right? Because mostly everything that you're gonna hear in the astrological sense is in this book, all right? So y'all, let's get into Aquarius a little bit. And we already did a video. We did a few videos on Aquarius, but I want to review it a little bit, and then I want to tie it in one more time to the Pluto aspect. Aquarius is the sign of innovation. The ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn, and the modern ruler is Uranus. Uranus is the planet of eccentricity and electricity, right? It's interesting. Uranus governs eccentricity, and when we found Uranus, we started dealing with electricity, right? It's electric. It's electric. But think about it. When you get eccentric, you get electric, right? So eccentricity is electrifying, right? I know y'all liking that. Uranus is the planet of eccentricity, and Uranus is the rebellious one. Aquarius is the weirdo of the zodiac. Aquarians possess a genius sense of innovation and have an ability of sending ripples and shockwaves through the cosmos. Now, y'all, I know y'all never heard nothing like that before about Aquarius. Like, a lot of these stuff you can only find in this book. Like, I'm serious about that. The symbol for Aquarius is an ancient symbol for water. However, Aquarius is an air sign, the final air sign. A lot of the times, people be thinking Aquarius is a water sign because it got aqua in it. Y'all be thinking Aquarius is a water sign because it got aqua in it. But Aquarius is the water bearer, right? But in Astrostetics, we call Aquarius the light bearer. And we call Aquarius the source bearer, right? Y'all see it right here? Right? So Aquarius is the source bearer and the light bearer. But Aquarius splashes the genius of innovation on humanity. Aquarius is the sign of genius. Aquarius begins in the middle of the winter season, which makes Aquarius a fixed air sign. Aquarius are highly eccentric. They shouldn't care about the norms, and they have an ability of setting the trend by saying screw the trend. That's why in one of my videos, Lil Wayne has an Aquarius moon, right? Lil Wayne being an Aquarius moon, Lil Wayne is extremely eccentric. A lot of his songs didn't even have a hook in it, right? When you think about a milli, a milli, a milli, a milli, a milli had no hook, right? So when Aquarius redefine the contemporary notion, they can send ripple waves and shock waves throughout the cosmos. Is it making sense? But remember, Lil Wayne has an Aquarius moon, right? Now think about the sun. The sun, they say, is farther away than the moon. The moon is closer to us. So with most people, sometimes their moon sign may be more felt than their sun sign. But the moon is actually closer to the earth. Does that make a little bit of sense? Now, Aquarius are rebellious, ingenious. Aquarius governs the internet. How futuristic is the light bearer? Aquarius deals with humanity, technology, wisdom, shockwaves, ripples, unconventionality, uniqueness, individuals, freedom, and new ideas. And think about it. When you get free, when you get on the path to freedom, you start creating new ideas. New ideas. And that is why Aquarius are so futuristic and ahead of time. Because when you are creating new ideas, you can appear to be a little bit rebellious, as we mentioned before. Your new ideas can create shockwaves. Just like how Astrostetics is sending ripples throughout the astrological community. But y'all, I'm a Pisces though. Alright? That's one thing y'all gotta get clear. Alright, I'm right around the end of Pisces. But I love Aquarius. Aquarius is my second favorite sign. Aquarius, don't get mad at me. But Aquarius is my second favorite sign because they're so futuristic. They're so ahead of the curve. And this is why Aquarius, they can set the trend by saying buck the trend. Like Aquarius will be like, man, the trend is for thotties. And this is why people may say Aquarius are rebellious. But when you are a little bit rebellious, you can appear to be what? Unorthodox, surprising, paradoxical, and futuristic. Right? This is why Aquarius are so futuristic. Because they're on that line of causing shockwaves. Their new ideas and their love for humanity and other people, because that's what really pushes people be thinking that Aquarius are so cold and mean and whatever. Aquariuses love other people. They take pride in relationships and other people probably more than all the other signs. And excuse me, that's why y'all in Astrostetics, Aquarius are very loving. And when Aquarius sometimes don't get that love, that reciprocity, and that love that they have for humanity given to them, they can get rebellious and unorthodox. But their love doesn't come from an emotional place. That might be the water signs and the fire signs. Aquarius's love is going to come from them observing your mind, analyzing your mind, analyzing your routine. You want to know how you can switch it up. Deal with an Aquarius, because Aquarius, they gonna allow you to evolve from the norm. And this is why Aquarius can send shockwaves throughout the cosmos. Now, when we have Pluto going into Aquarius, this can create a subtle fascination with going to the next level. And this will create the metaverse. So all of us that been using the internet since the 2000s, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but we were just getting everybody ready for Pluto going into Aquarius, right? They've been collecting the data. The most analytical signs are Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Like extremely analytical, right? Virgo being the analyzer, and Gemini analyzes, but in a more sporadic sense. So Virgo, Libras, and Scorpios, these signs are extremely observing and analytical of others. So while Pluto was going through these signs, in a way, we've been collecting the data. And when Pluto goes into Aquarius, you may see large groups of communities and people begin to commodify the data and find the wealth in the information. Some for greatness, and some might deal with it on like a more radical, unorthodox type of time. So in conjunction with Saturn going into Pisces and Pluto going into Aquarius, we could see a lot of things rise to the surface when it comes to groups of people. And we may also see the creation of some of these unorthodox hidden groups of people. All right? So, yeah, we gonna keep building on this. You know, I wanted to try out the YouTube live. And look, I'm gonna do a lot more of these. Like, I like the interface. You know, I mean, I always look amazing on camera, so why not? But y'all, I'm just joking, but I'm not. Make sure y'all pick up a copy of Astrostetics, all right? And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And y'all, when we get on live, spread the video. Like, we gonna stay on this. Like, I'm really loving this. All right? We gonna keep it going and flowing with this. All right? So I hope y'all love what we doing. Make sure y'all pick up the book. Make sure y'all check out the merch. I know y'all see the official Astrostetics merch right here. And make sure y'all check it out. All right? But most importantly, make sure y'all pick up this book, because this book got all the sauce in it. All right? Yeah, y'all. And if y'all want me to, y'all listen. Saturn will go into Pisces in about 4 weeks from now. No, in about 6 weeks, Saturn will be in Pisces. Right? So when it comes to your spiritual responsibilities, manifesting from the perspective of your dreams, when we have Venus in Pisces right now, a lot of the dreams and the imaginal aspirations that you've had regarding your friends, even your family, and even within the most compassionate, sentimental, divine crevices of your mind, you're going to be challenged to manifest these things. When Saturn goes into Pisces, your highest aspirations, even the things that you forgot, even the things that you never could have ever imagined to exist, you're going to be called to, as Minister Jew would say, snatch them out of the ethers. And some of these things may take time, right? But when we dealing with these in the Saturn and Pisces sense, right? And then Pluto goes into Aquarius, there's going to be a strong energy where you want to be mindful of what groups of people you are aligning with, right? Because remember, y'all, Saturn and Pluto are kind of chasing each other in a weird little way. After we have Pluto in Aquarius, right? We're going to have Pluto in Pisces, right? What about that? Right? Pluto going into Pisces. But remember, y'all, we found Pluto in the 1930s, right? So that's 93 years, right? We only been aware of Pluto, the rock Pluto, for 93 years. It has not been that long. So when Pluto goes into, I think the first time we found Pluto, it was either in Cancer or Leo, right? So we've never seen Pluto in Aquarius. We never seen Pluto in Pisces. We never seen Pluto in Aries, Taurus, Gemini. You get what I'm saying? So y'all, these transits are going to be very beautiful and they going to shift what's going on. We're going to see a massive shift in the collective. All right? Pay attention to some of these governments. Pay attention. Some of these communities of people can actually evolve into governments. Like, y'all, do y'all see what this transit is gonna do? So, once again, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. And y'all know we got another part 2 coming for this. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this and have a great y'all know I lit a camera, man. I was supposed to get off here like 20 minutes ago, but look, I love being on camera. What can I say? So y'all enjoy y'all day and have a great one, all right? Lex out of here, y'all. Yo, y'all, how I get out of here, man? How I get out of here, man? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later, all right? Have a great one. Peace, y'all.